When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Oh, looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Caught over the middle, it's Gilbert. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Lopez. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Flying down the left side. Defense trying to take it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Boston College! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got room to work. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Maddox. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the defense.
Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the ball's out there after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. He'll start the return inside his 5.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got it down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Alumni Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, we cannot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Takes the easy one to the back. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Boston College will send out the punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, the ground game. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes the option. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Here's the pressure. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. No huddle offense to the line. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Send the tight end in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made a nice tackle, setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Sweet cut there. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
They'll move the wide receiver. Under fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The good news is they got a touchdown. The bad news is the quarterback had his molars rearranged.
Yep, and if I'm a defensive guy, listen, hits on the quarterback are important. I know they got a touchdown, but those body blows throughout a game sometimes can add up.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one.
There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Let's go. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, that
breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, the war for Utah has wrapped up between BYU and Utah, and we wanted to show you how this one went down. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Boston College right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Finds his man. It's Bolden. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Working the middle, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air, it's Carpenter. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB putting...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches prefer their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop it.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback,
Pulls it in on the left. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. On the move to his left. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And here we go, final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that